What's up, you guys? This is your girl, Civil Disobedience, bringing you the latest in "Oh no, he didn't" news. I want you to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Sherlock Homegirl, and leave your thoughts and opinions below. So, Kevin Samuels is the new relationship guru that is all the rage, especially since Derek Jackson has been found to maybe be using his platform for some ulterior motives other than just actually trying to help women better themselves. Kevin Samuels is really facing some criticism for being extremely blunt in a very masculine and unapologetic way. And I want to know what you think about this. Go check out his channel. It is named Kevin Samuels. And if you do look back a few years ago, he as a relationship guru were working on men specifically. In fact, he started his channel helping men to figure out why they were unable to function in relationships. The men then asked him, could he please assist the ladies? So he started to. And what I think we have is the women who have been given a platform based on, as he calls it, the first world privilege we American women are able to really enjoy based off of the sacrifices that men prior to us have made for this. It's making women feel like by nature we are able to maneuver in a relationship in a more masculine way. And really what I feel calling men to be more feminine, basically bossy women, submissive men, when we as women are asking not to be submissive, but to be equal. And I want to know what you think about this. One of the first things that makes me say these women are trying to be more masculine is when he asks them, and this is on pretty much every call that has become the highlight of the criticism. He says to the women, what are you looking for in a man? A lot of the women, not every one of them, answer, he has to be making at least 6 figures. Now, from there, if you were to go and just watch a video, what Kevin Samuels starts to do is ask questions as if he is interviewing the woman for the job of a wife instead of assisting with the relationship. So I don't feel like it has anything to do with him trying to disrespect the women. I think what he's pointing out, without pointing it out, he's just allowing it to be seen, is that the women are not realistic with their goals if money is all you want out of the relationship. And again, I just want to know what you guys think about this. First and foremost, the American currency is not even what it's supposed to be. A man with a certain amount of money would have to be invested in foreign exchange in order to really be successful. A lot of these women are really basing this off of American money, and the American dollar isn't even as strong as it used to be. So that's the delusion number one in saying that a man needs to make 6 figures. Because 6 figures here is not even what it's supposed to be. Okay? 2, let's just look at it from the perspective of the man who is making 6 figures. How attacked would you feel to consistently watch a video where women, beautiful women, educated women, women who want to be valued for more than a dollar sign, women who have said how men have tried to use them financially, how would you feel hearing these women say, oh, well, hey, you gotta have 6 figures. I gotta have that. But you better cherish me for my personality and my body and how much I'm gonna love you and how submissive I am. But you didn't say anything about that with the 6 figures requirement. So I don't feel like it's hurting their feelings to make them understand that they're insulting men they've never met And the fact that you're saying it like that is really a turn off, because he's the kind of guy that they would like to date. Okay? And I feel like we have to take it all with a grain of salt. Nobody's God. Nobody is perfect. I'm pretty sure he probably is a whore. And we don't have to say male whore. The men are the whores, lady. We are the whoremongers, okay? Because we whore after them if we're going to speak biblically. Okay? So when the Bible speaks of whores, the whores are the men. And we are the whoremonger because we started whoring after men. And I think that's the point in his message. Like, you're not looking at what a man with that type of money is capable of. You're only looking at the money. And with that, he can do way more than hurt your feelings with his words. And we see that with the way these women are out here ready to file civil suit and see if they can get away with criminal cases against different men who have money. It makes me wonder, was the entire purpose of you ever meeting these men was to secure a certain amount of funding for something that you wanted? And that's why it's hard for me to feel sorry for women who start hanging out with men who have money. And I thought it was going to be a beautiful relationship. Why? Because he had money? I thought he was going to help my career. Why? Because he had money? Like, what about this man and you, sis, told you that this man was even giving a damn about your career, that this man even cared about your life? Were you looking at the dollar signs as opposed to the danger signs? And that's why I love Kevin Samuels. I think what he's doing is allowing some women to recognize the situations that they're putting themselves in hopes of snagging a man with some money could very well be dangerous. You could very well be dealing with a man who will do anything to you. And so, is it fair if this man is damaged goods and happens to have $100,000? Is it fair to turn around and say, oh, well, this woman put herself in a position of submission and now she's in trouble? We better arrest him for being dangerous and damaging. But he's damaged goods. Let's compare Kevin Samuels to Derrick Jackson. First and foremost, a lot of women were saying how Derrick Jackson having the videos in his car was a red flag for them. The red flag for me was the constant, hang on there, girl. What you want is just down the road. Don't worry yourself about the bullshit. The type of man who wants you will cherish you and love you. I don't care if that nigga was standing in the pulpit with that bullshit. I knew he was full of it from jump. It was so obvious. His looks, his smile, the way he carried himself put him into the position that he is in. But when it all boils down to it, it is not in any way, shape, or form about the type of man that Derrick Jackson is. It was the message he was conveying while hiding his wife. Meanwhile, women have been on the attack of this young lady like it's her fault. Her husband has cheated on her. This is another reason why I love Kevin Samuels. He wakes women up out of this delusion of, oh, if you were prettier, and if only you wore your hair perfect all the time, and if only you had this type of body. Those are delusional thoughts, ladies. Those are the thoughts of someone who's not taking the time to recognize their worth, value, past a man's sexual desire for him. What if he's sick? What if he's broke for a month or two, a year, or forever? Then what? And this is what Kevin Samuels is trying to bring to women if you really want a husband. You don't know what's going to happen in a marriage, but what you can guarantee, if you are realistic and pay attention to reality, you can guarantee that communication, cooperation, prayer, and commitment are what's going to help a lady find a good man. And don't count a man's value according to his salary. This is your girl, Civil Disobedience on Sherlock Homegirl. Peace.